Let's see what's on the runway here. Oh my god, it did it again. You're right, it did. Yep, you're right. It did it again, Josh. Let me start all the way over. Let me bring my camera back where it was. I commented about Bobo. Yeah, this is the dumbest change that YouTube has ever made. If I don't sit there for like 15 seconds until I click go live, and then yeah, I don't understand why they made this change. Somehow, as soon as I background the browser and go back into Flight Sim, if I don't go back to the browser and wait for like 10 or 15 extra seconds, it doesn't actually go live. Even though I click the button, I don't get it. Anyway, let's try this again. What's up, Deuce? What's up, Soul? Mike, Hugh, Steve, Josh, Sierra. Saw Delta's message saying his son has all these performances to do tonight. So good luck. He will be in the future when he hears that, but pretty bird. I was just looking around here for a few minutes to figure out if 100% of the flights around here with FS traffic are American or not. And it looks like all but one is American. We have American and American Eagle. Over here, there's a single United flight. And then me, of course. And then we'll just ignore Bobo. I don't know if that's a legit flight. And then, yeah, it's like American everywhere. This is in Charlotte and using FS traffic. Is this American? Yep. Literally all American. So I guess these are all... It's probably because they're just all the departures. I don't know. Maybe it just spawns in things based on their hub and stuff. Is the airliner default? The one I'm using is the Phoenix, which is like all the rage. Everybody says is like the best. I had it back before the big update. Like I had it, a year plus ago. But obviously I didn't. I flew it a couple times on stream like a long time ago, but now I'm just kind of looking at it as like maybe I should get actually into it. All right, so we're going Charlotte to Newark. I got my checklist ready to go. We're going to use SayIntentions again for IFR ATC. Actually, let me double check. I usually scramble between finishing work and getting the stream going, so I don't always do all these things in advance, so sorry for that. I wanted to go check SayIntentions to see if there's a new... download. It doesn't look like there is. I think I have the latest version. Sometimes I have to go to the website to figure it out. It can't come soon enough, them getting an auto update as part of their client. I think they put it in briefly and then had some issues with it, so then they turned it off. I'm gonna go over to their website just to check. Oh, that's cool. They updated their homepage again. Their homepage now shows how many active flights there are, IFR versus VFR, commercial versus GA, an average response time. They have like all this telemetry, active servers, what their hotspot in the last 24 hours has been, how many pilot deviations in the last 24 hours. Pretty cool. I'm just double checking the version number over there. 2119. All right, that's what I'm on. All right, today we are JetBlue 4196, Charlotte to Newark. And yeah, I got FS traffic going. I got GSX going. I'm not going to get super detailed with GSX, but I'll let it do the boarding, so I'll get that started as soon as we can because it takes a while. And let me check my departure time. Make sure it's around 30 minutes. Oh, 685 minutes. How did that happen? On SimBrief, I even clicked the like update estimated departure time. I'm gonna go ahead and do that again. Estimated off block time. I wonder if it's messed up a little bit because of daylight savings. We'll see. Subtitles. The only way to do subtitles on YouTube is by doing normal latency, which gives it like a 20 to 30 second latency from the chat. But they're available in the replay. All right, let me re-import this. What? Why does this keep happening? 11 hours and 24 minutes. Oh, I know why. I know why. The reason is OnAir company gives you a schedule. So the flight I have is part of it's based on real world routes. So this departure time is based off the time that it's going to change us to when I hit fly now. But I can do that in OnAir company. But the problem is I can't hit start tracking until we are loaded because auto load is disabled. So yeah, looks like we're just going to be very, very early by doing this. So that'll be fine. Hey, Cyber, what's up? I guess I could... Oh, I guess I could just change it here. Oh, wait, no, I can't change it here. I need to change up here to match the time that our departure is expected. All right, hold on. Let's see. So then I can race the clock. So departure 13th of March 2024 at 1:10 UTC. So that's tomorrow. Oh, no, it's tonight. Is this a night flight? So that would make it 6:10 p.m. Pacific time. So this would be tomorrow. Around 6:10 p.m. is the estimated off block time. So I think we are doing a night flight. All right, well, that's fine. Looks like I'm doing a night flight. Sounds scary. Okay, total payload. All right, so we just need to get the ground services started here. Chalks and cones are on, GPU is on. All right, checklist time. Fenix settings. Parking brake is set. Battery 1 and 2 on and external power on. Done. External power on. APU master on. 1, 2, 3 Mississippi. Turn down ATC for now. Start. All right, external power off. That's to wait for APU available until we turn external power off. So I would guess this is this a good time to just start boarding? Because it's going to take a while. So I think I would go and just start the boarding process. 107 planned passengers. So I'm just going to hit GSX and see how it does here. And the Fenix automatically interacts with GSX. All right, let's see this jetway extension. Oh, baby, it's lining up. Here we go. It's going to be kind of a medium-sized boy. Maybe not quite a long boy extension here for the jetway. Nice, the door's opening automatically. All right, get on there. Yes. That's, you know, it's not perfect, but it's good enough. Cool, it automatically opened the cargo as well. I think like sometimes that wasn't happening. There was a Fenix update. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I did get an update for the Fenix. All right, boarding is starting. Fuel truck's on the way in. All right, let's check if APU is ready. APU available. All right, so we can do APU bleed. Don't load fuel just yet. I'll just let it do its thing. All right, now we can turn external power off. We'll go over here and remove the GPU. Goodbye, GPU. All right, nav on all the aiders. Fuel pumps on, oxygen cruise supply on. I know we arm the emergency lights. We'll set no smoking to auto for now, just so it stops complaining on the ECAM. And then overhead panel, check no white lights. That's done. Emergency exit arm, no smoking to auto. All right, we're good. These are the only white lights because we're aligning. All right, done. MCDU set up. All right, we go Atsu, AOC, init flight. Oh man, the meows are still in. Feels bad. All right, we don't need ATC yet, so we'll crank the jams in the cockpit here. Sorry, the flight deck. All right, data's in. JetBlue 4196, Charlotte to Newark, and that's Baltimore, I assume. Taking it quasi seriously. I'm using a checklist, but I don't know everything.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
Set the desired fuel quantity. Okay, it's loading. All right, looks like it's still doing that automatically. Oh, yes. They've hooked it up. The flags are in. That's cool. And passengers are loading. Then we'll get baggage after that, I guess. All right, let's go to init, and we'll do the init request. This saves so much time that I think eventually I'll want to do all this stuff by hand, just because I'll learn to do this so fast that I'll just be waiting for passengers. Like, the amount of time this thing saves. Invalid flight plan uplink. How is that possible? I've changed nothing. Okay. Maybe I will have to do it manually. I definitely generated the SimBrief flight plan. I have my whole route. Yep, departure airport, briefing preview. Like over here, I should have the whole OFP available. Here it is. Interesting. All the icons went away. Okay, all the graphics have gone. Goodbye, I guess. Okay. 6 minutes for alignment, it says. Okay, I know that I have my SimBrief username in the config, and I haven't changed that. Like, how did it get the... It got the initial init, but it can't get the... this init. I flew, like, what, probably 2 flights since the last stream, and everything worked fine. Data link. Yep, that is correct. Alright, looks like we might just type it on. Hopefully the wind works. If the flight plan doesn't work, that's fine. The wind is what takes forever. I'm guessing, yeah. None of them work. Okay. Great. Fenix ARAC. Oh, is that part of Navigraph? No, it's not part of Navigraph. I did update the Fenix. Oh, there is an add-on. Why is that? Oh, it's a separate tab in the Navigraph hub. Oh, no, I think you're right. All right, I'm going to restart. We'll do... Oh, no. How long are we into the... Yeah, because I didn't. You're right. It's a different tab. Why do they do that? It's so invisible in Navigraph Hub. I never noticed the other tab on the left side of the app, so I didn't see it. But you're right. I didn't update the Fenix Navigraph data. So maybe it's using something that in the route that's not in here right now. Crap. Yeah, the Fenix app thankfully auto launches. All right, I'm restarting. Oh no, I'm gonna have to restart the whole sim, right? Oh god, what a pain. Let's see, how long is our airtime is only an hour 18 minutes, block time's an hour 46. All right, I think I'm just gonna restart it. Feels bad, but I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna restart it. It'll have to be what we're doing. Sorry. It'll take about 25 minutes, 35 minutes to start the sim, so get comfortable. Or go watch an episode of Masters of the Air when you get back. I'll be getting the passengers on. What's up, Raccoon? Yeah, luckily the Fenix app launches, but the Navigraph side, I actually was, thanks a lot, Pushback, because I totally forgot about that. I did some flights the other day where it was like I was doing using a SID or a star, and the number was just off by 1, so I was doing the whatever 4 instead of the whatever 5, and I double checked that everything was updated in Navigraph, but then I always forget about that other tab on the side of the hub app to click on that. So thanks for reminding me. Hey Anubis, what's up? Yeah, the restart, the dreaded restart. Sorry, we'll have plenty of meows to listen to. I almost uninstalled a bunch of the world updates to just make the sim start faster, but I was about to hit delete and I was like, I might end up needing to reinstall them later, so I left them. I was all prepared today except for the nav data, I guess. Got my checklist on my tablet to the side here. Got my notes ready to go. I live in California, in Los Angeles, yeah. Where it's hasn't been raining for the last several days, which is surprising. We've had like a super rainy, it was like a super rainy winter. Live on top of a mountain, yeah, basically. All right, we're at the Dune screen. Don't worry, I'll keep it hidden. I know everybody's so tired of seeing that screen for 30 minutes every time they boot up their sim. Just like... It's just all one color. It would be cool if there was some contrast. Usually fly out of LA? I'm sorry. LAX is just the worst. It's the worst to pick someone up from. Ever since they moved the rideshare stuff out of away from the terminals and they put it in some like parking lot that you have to take a shuttle to, it's just so annoying. Get out of there. To getting out of there. I don't know that it's improved the traffic at all. The few times I've been there since that change, it's hasn't been any better. So I don't know. So you would think that it would be better, like just naturally, like, all right, yeah, no ride share, fewer cars, less traffic, but it doesn't feel that way. What's the story with the meows? So my girlfriend gave me the down low on the meows. So apparently you guys may have heard of the guard frequency. There's a frequency called guard, which is basically reserved for emergencies. And in general, like basically if somebody is in an emergency and can't contact, I think it's if they can't contact their primary ATC controller, there's a guard frequency as like a backup. But anyway, apparently it's good practice to monitor guard on like COM2 or something like that, just in case somebody has a problem. Oh, guard frequencies 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's weird that SayIntentions made the tour guide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So apparently pilots think it's hilarious to literally meow on the guard frequency. And the developers at SayIntentions put that, quote unquote realism in to the sim. And right now there's a bug where you're hearing those meows on all the frequencies. Or maybe not all of them, at least when I'm on the ground or clearance, I feel like I hear it. When I was in cruise yesterday, after I got to like departure, approach, and cruise and like center frequencies, and I wasn't on the airport frequencies, like specific to the airport, then I hadn't heard that much. But there's a bug where it's there on the ground and clearance, or yeah, it's it's not meant to be there except on the guard frequency. I think they should just delete the whole thing, but yeah, I didn't know that that was a real thing in the real world. I thought it was some like April Fool's joke they were preparing or something. And yeah, the mountain educated me. All right. And Matthew asked where we're flying out of. We're going Charlotte to Newark. I'll end up teleporting to another gate here, but actually, maybe if I change the probably change. Actually, I don't know the call sign. Oh, that's fine. Or the tail number. And we're going to fly at nighttime, it seems, for this mission. All right, I'm just picking a random gate again, and then I'm going to teleport to a gate in GSX that says, I don't even know what it is, but they have something called like safe gate or something like that, or I forget what it's called. But I'm guessing if you go to one of those, it's maybe the most compatible gates. I'll see how it goes. Yeah, night mission. Yeah, it looks like, so what I'm doing is part of what's cool about OnAir company is if you go up here to the top, there's this little tiny regular routes button in the top left up here. This is where you can set like custom routes for your company, especially if you're doing like AI and you can fly those routes regularly. But the cool part is this freelance pilot part. So if you're doing airliners, you can go here and I'm on step 2, which is I've already chosen a schedule, but you can have it generate a schedule for you, kind of like what a pilot's life does, but more of like a freelance style thing instead of it being like, you know, do this 10 flight schedule and then you'll move to the next rank or whatever. In OnAir company, you can just generate one. And I just generated a 2-leg one, and I did this one yesterday. So it'll actually look up what it knows about real world routes. You can choose your carrier. You can choose where you want to fly from, enter, you know, criteria like minimum and maximum miles, things like that. And it'll just generate a schedule. So yesterday I did Newark to Charlotte. Now I have to do the round trip back. I have to do the trip back. So we're getting Charlotte back to Newark. And then it also puts in the time. But here it's, oh, it's 6 a.m. Oh, I think I did the math wrong. Or I didn't type AM, PM when I did the math. So it looks like it'll be morning, 6:30. You can see the little sun icon there. So when you choose it on the previous screen, you can actually choose and just look to see if it generated a night or daytime flights or both as part of that schedule. But yeah, I did the previous one here already. And here's the flight log from the one yesterday. Did I have like 1,000 foot per landing? I had a horrible landing. Yeah, very hard landing. So I had a horrible time yesterday. So maybe I'll do that again today. It'll be great. So yeah, now I'm prepping for the flight back. But yeah, I think it does this based off, I don't know if these are completely accurate flight numbers. Maybe they were at one time, but it's giving me a flight number, JetBlue 4196. So I think it's trying to use real world routes and hubs and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, early morning. Yeah. So I could just change this just to give us an idea of what it would have been like. Yeah. 6 in the morning local time. So we can do this to start. All right, let's try the import again. So I did import here last time. Why does it say, oh, it says delayed just because it's either I have the time set wrong or I need to regenerate it in SimBrief. Yeah, I'm going to regenerate it in SimBrief. We got flight level 350 again, and I'm going to paste the route that it gave me in chat. 18 left and then 22 left on the other side in Newark. Then I'll re-import it here. So this says delayed because I just don't have it at the exact right time, but SimBrief will figure that out. Anyway, that's fine for now. Yeah, I wish OnAir company would let you set the time instantly because you have to do manual loading. So the reason I can't hit start tracking right now is because fuel and payload auto set is disabled just because of the complexity of the 320. So we have to let, you know, GSX do its thing, and yeah, that's fine. All right, 107, we're going to load aircraft, GSX. I'm just going to hit it right away, let it do its thing.
Refueling truck is on its way.
All right, battery 1,
Boarding room. Please don't
battery
load the
2,
aircraft until the fuel truck
external
arrives
power
and
on,
asks to do it.
APU master switch on, 3 Mississippi, and APU start. And we started the boarding, and we got to wait for APU to be available, and then we'll turn on bleed and get rid of the GPU. Hopefully the import works this time. All right, let's see if we get another good connection. Oh, I didn't even move the gate. I just got a lucky gate selection, maybe. I haven't done any work to customize any of the gates or anything like that I know you can do with GSX because I'm lazy. What I was doing was, I don't know, this has seemed to work most of the time. I just go up to the GSX menu, choose reposition aircraft, and then it'll show all the gates that are available. So I just pick one of them that says it's available. So that seemed just fun. Yeah, Kimmy, do it. Yeah, JetBlue, yes, sir. They really need to unpair canned and multiplayer chatter. Yes. Yeah, I wish it'd be really nice to have a multiplayer only option as well. Yeah, GSX is separate. GSX gives you all of the gate handling, passenger arrival, like passengers coming onto the plane. We zoom in, we can actually see them in the corner here. They'll be walking on. It integrates with the Fenix, so it'll do things like open the doors automatically, and it shows real passengers coming in, like all these unique passenger models coming on one at a time. It's handling all the fueling. It'll handle, whether you're using jetways or whether you're using stairs, and like a bus will come and drop passengers off. There's probably a ton more to it, but that's the gist of it. But yeah, it has all these animated characters doing all your ground crew and everything. You'll have somebody come and attach, like deal with the landing gear, like the nose gear to attach the tug to it, and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, there's a ton to it. I know as much as you see right now, which is just hit the button and let them do their thing. But I'm sure I'll learn more over time. When I did some flights with Delta Tango a while back, we did some shared flights, and he was using, he was doing things like customizing the actual pushback direction, so you can like draw on it like takes you out to a drone view. You can basically draw the route you want to be pushed back to make sure that you don't run into anything. But I'm just using the standard like nose right, nose left presets that they have. Looks like we'll be doing nose right. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Much to learn. And yeah, if you do, like with the Fenix, you can just do load real time, load fast, or load instant. I think they have 3 options. If you happen to have GSX, then you can say load with GSX, and it'll integrate with it and use GSX to initiate everything. But you'll see here, like it's loading literally one person at a time. And it's doing the fuel. You can see the fuel going up right here. And then after that, it's going to bring in the cargo. We'll see all the suitcases get loaded. I think, I don't know if it does the catering or not. I think that is part of it. I'm not sure that I always see it. It probably depends on how long the flight is or something like that. I mean, I guess there would always be catering, right? For like coffee and waters and stuff like that, but not necessarily a meal service. But yeah, we see the tanks getting filled up and all that good stuff. All right, waited way too long here. Let's turn APU bleed on. Get external power off and detach the GPU. All right, let's extinguish all the white lights. Get our flashlight off. All right, fuel pumps on. Turn all these to nav. Resupply. Emergency exits to arm. No smoking to auto for now. We're going to turn it off later, of course. Company policy. And okay, that's done. All right, now we go to import sim brief, ground services as desired, mass and balance, load aircraft. So I already did that. I'm going to go do this setup. And hopefully it'll import this time that I've updated the database. This is the major time saving part of this whole thing. Not necessarily this part, but here when we go to a init and load in the entire flight plan. I think we still need to do departures and arrivals. So kind of like most imports from SimBrief, it just gets the en route part. All right, we'll do the flight number here. JBU 4196. I'm going to say that a lot tonight. 4196. And let's see. Usually the cost index is 5. I'm just getting it from SimBrief. Today we have cost index 60. I'm just going to do what it says because I don't know any better. And cruise is at 35,000. And it'll auto set the temperature. Probably can customize that, but I'm just going to let it do as much automated stuff as possible. And then here under wind, you can either put like the average wind direction and altitude, like for your cruise, or you could put in multiple ones if you want. Like this is climb wind, descent wind. I think there's a cruise wind somewhere, isn't there? Maybe after you put in the first one. But if you hit wind requests, it'll just put in like all of your wind data from SimBrief that's estimated. So you can see it puts it stepping up 10,000, 18,000, flight level 3, 4, 4, 5. It just puts in all this known wind information, saves you a ton of time. All right, now we'll go to flight plan. All right, now we'll set the departure. So it only has, you can see it just has the 2 on-route waypoints, Audi and Quart. And these are actually probably going to be part of the departure and arrival procedure anyway. And my offline multiplayer, yeah, I think I saw a bunch of you guys, so I should be on. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, unfortunately, it's been really bad lately. The last like several streams, we've had a lot of problems. People saying that they can't see each other, and I had the problem myself on the Saturday group flight stream. All right, so we're gonna click Charlotte departure. We're doing the Kilns of 4, runway 18 left is expected. Kilns 4 through Audi, insert, and then we're gonna click EWR. Arrival, we got the Filbo 4 to 22 left. I'll just choose the ILS for now. Filbo 4 via Quart, or the transition is Quart. Insert. All right, over here, I'm gonna get, it's kind of nice having 2 EFBs. I can go back and forth between this one and this one as needed. I don't really have a system for it yet, but I'm trying to take advantage of having 2 of them. So we're gonna go to Navigraph. I'm just gonna get the charts up here. Oops, import route. And Charlotte ground, and we'll go to airport info. All right, let's grab the ATIS 132.1. And I set a shortcut for this radio area just because it's such a pain to get to. I feel like you need to do that. Like, I've only set 2 shortcuts. The defaults are pretty good for the cameras. I set this one here. It's kind of gives me an overview of everything at once. And then number 2 I set to this, so Alt 2 down here just to change frequencies. Especially when I'm using SayIntentions, and I'll be doing all the talking. All right, 132.1 ATIS departure, D-ATIS departure. And then we have clearance 127.15, so 32.1 27.15. All right, 27.15.
Ed to be on while operating on runways and taxiways. All aircraft read back all runway hold short instructions with call sign advise on initial contact. You have information Oscar.
Something I noticed is that
Douglas International Airport information.
the codes don't match up here with clearance.
2352 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky conditions. View at 25000 foot temperature 18. Dew point 4. Altimeter 299er.
299er.
Use simultaneous approaches in use. Expect visual approach 18 left 18 center 18 right. No TAMs. Runways 52 tree closed. Taxiway Alpha 5 closed. Taxiway Alpha 6 closed. Taxiway Alpha closed between Taxiway Alpha Tree and Taxiway
Lots
Echo.
of no TAMs.
Runway 18 center glide slope out of service. Runway 18 center approach lighting system out of service.
Man.
Runway 05/2 tree available for taxi. Bird activity vicinity airport. Transponders required to be on while operating on runways.
Runways 5 and 23 being used for taxiing.
All aircraft read back all runway hold short instructions with call sign advise on initial contact. You have information Oscar.
All right, we got Oscar. All right, let's go over to clearance.
Charlotte
Sierra says if you want to just RNAV out and ignore SayIntentions vectors, you can delete manual and then the discontinuity. Yeah, I'm gonna look. I'll look at the actual. Yeah, I'll look at the actual departure I'll look at the SID actual chart and then figure out what to do. Sometimes I like leaving the manuals in, but yeah, I'm not confident with the ATC changing, like giving us vectors. But we can always correct it. But yeah, if I want to just assume they're not going to help me, then we can just get rid of the manual legs. But for now, we'll see if they give us a direct to or anything like that. So I should double check this by going like here, and I can go to the plan. Wait, map not available. Oh, we still have 2 minutes for the alignment. That's why. Just making sure APU is on and all that. Okay. Let's see. Enter on route waypoints. Departure, we did that. Runway and SID, we've done that. Approach and star, we did that. Check for discos, I guess people call them. Discon. And yeah, I'll just leave the manual ones in for now, and then we'll see how it does with ATC. And then this one leaves us off on a heading as well for the arrival. So yeah, we'll just see how it goes. Worst case scenario, I go direct to, or you know, that's what we're hoping ATC does is vector us and then give us a direct to. But we'll see how it works. The plan will work. Oh, even if not aligned, really? Oh, you're right. Oh, nice. Thank you. See, this is why I titled it Trainee, because I'm just here learning from you guys. That's how you do it. Let me update our altimeter setting 29er. I'm just going to hit B on my keyboard and then just adjust it from there to save a second. All right, 2999, and let's get our clearance just to see what kind of runway and stuff we have. 127.15 and then ground. There's 2 ground frequencies, and SayIntentions will pick one of them. I'm not sure what the logic is to which one it picks, so I'll just wait to see if they tell us what the ground frequency is. They might not. All right, let's get the clearance. Charlotte clearance, JetBlue 4196 IFR to Newark. Newark. God, I did get that enunciation in for the robots. BATC for the win. Oh, a new video came out? Nice. I have not watched it yet either. Missed the start of the stream. All we did so far is reboot. Reboot the sim, Sean. 43 minutes. We're barely calling for clearance.
JetBlue 4196. Charlotte clearance cleared to the Newark airport via the Kilns for departure, then as filed. Maintain 5000, expect flight level. Tree 5010 minutes after departure. Departure on 134.75. Squawk 2525. Expect runway 18 center for departure. Information Bravo is current.
All right, cleared to Newark via the Kilns for departure, then as filed, 5,000. Departure frequency 134.75, squawk 2525. We'll expect 18 center. JetBlue 4196. So the thing I've noticed so far with IFR, like the METAR, or when we get the ATIS, we just got information Oscar, and I believe I think they always say
JetBlue
Bravo.
4196 readback correct.
I think they always say Bravo for when I get the clearance. Like I don't know if that's real or not. Like I don't expect clearance to tell me information Bravo is current anyway. Anyway, what indicator do you look at to tell when to retract flaps? The only rule I know is when you're at or above the S speed on your indicator, that's the slats safe up speed, which is basically flaps 1. So when you're at the S and or above, that's when you can retract flaps completely. If you do a flaps 2 takeoff, I'm not yet sure when to retract, when to go from 2 to 1. But I just know when to go from 1 to fully retracted, you just wait until you're above your S speed. But 2 is another story. I just did the last stream. I did a flaps 2 takeoff for the first time. So I was confused on that stream when the S wasn't showing up because I'd forgotten that, or not even realized that it only shows when you're in flaps 1. Josh says they should only tell you if you say you have hotel and it's on India. Oh, they should tell you if it's updated. Yeah, I'm not expecting clearance to tell me which ATIS is set. All right, we're almost done boarding, actually. All right, so we got our clearance. Let's set those things up. So we need to go down to the pedestal and put in 2525. Set this to auto for now. And then up on the autopilot, we got 5,000. Dashed. And these will be dashed, I think, once we get started up. Yeah, I don't think I can do this yet. All right, and then I could check the plan if I want to and go waypoint by waypoint. So then we have manual. We can just go through and make sure that they're all linked. I mean, all these will be linked, and we have the 2 discos, so we know at the beginning, right after takeoff, we'll see what they give us. Like, they could give us fly runway heading. Or he said cleared via the Kilns 4 departure. But part of that departure is, I assume when I look at the chart, it's going to be that we're going to expect vectors to a certain waypoint. And then here we have the other disco between the arrival. That'll be fine for now. Okay, if I hit flight plan, it goes to the current waypoint. All right, cool. We are almost boarded. And then once we're fully boarded, we'll be able to get our departure performance data. So takeoff runway 18 left is what I have in. So I'm going to go and change that here. I'm going to change it to 18 center is what they told us to expect. 18 center. And then do we have... Yeah, Kilns 4. So we have to reselect that. And Audi again. All right, 18 center, Kilns 4, Audi. And we'll have the same thing. Okay, so that's set. Over here we need to... I'm going to go ahead and look up... Yeah, I'll change this one because I want to put the taxi on the left one. So I'm just going to bring up the Kilns 4 here. Kilns 4 RNAV departure. So if we do runway 18 center, initial climb 18 left, 18 left and center are the same. Climb on heading 183 to 1260, then on heading 183 or as it's signed by ATC.
Juliet Lima, you were not cleared to take off.
Uh-oh.
Advise when ready to copy a phone number.
Uh-oh, pilot deviation. You're on 18 left, less race. Nice. Sounds good. Do I think real A320s have instruction manuals? Yeah, I think they have like a gigantic book behind them. I don't know where it is exactly. There's probably a full cabinet for it. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're required to have those documents, like as part of the required documents. At least I know, like when you're flying in a small plane, like you have to have certain documents with you and credentials and stuff like that. I don't know if it's... I don't know exactly which documents are required, but must require the captain and co-pilot to lift it, probably. Yeah, someone got a deviation. All right, page 2. So we're waiting for boarding to complete. Like as part of the checklist, there's not a whole lot to do until the boarding's completed, but we should be almost there. Takeoff obstacles. Yeah, so 18 right. We're going to do it. It'll be assigned by ATC. So it should leave us off on a heading of 183. So right here we see H183 and then manual. All right, I think that was the loading completed. So we can go over here and hit dismiss. Now, I believe it sends us a sync. It sends us a load sheet over here in our messages. If we want to go look at it, we can hit com. If I didn't have the amazing tablet. Receive messages, load sheet, and this gives us our 0 fuel weight, takeoff weight, numbers of passengers. I'll just hit accept to get rid of that message. All right, and then we can just hit this. It'll bring all that data in. I'll just do, I'm gonna do packs on because that's the checklist is simplified to keep packs on. And then optimal flaps, so I'll let it decide for flaps. Force toga, no, because we use flex instead of toga. And then anti-ice, I'll just leave it off. Temperature is 17, so I assume we have anti-ice off. All right, then we can hit sync live weather and then choose the right runway. 18 center. And then hit calculate. So it gives us all this. So it's a flaps 2 takeoff again. And then pitch trim is down 0.6. And then it's got our flex 2 temp. And then you can either transfer all this manually or you can hit send to MCDU right here, which I just did. And we go down here and look under performance. It's all pulled in here for us automatically. So once we get the engine started, we need to remember to do flaps 2 and do nose down 0.6 on the elevator trim, or the, yes, the horizontal stabilizer. Okay, and then now we have dash, dash, dash there and 5,000 feet. Usually, I'm not sure if I'm expecting a dot next to this or not. Maybe not. Let's leave it for now. Okay, on the checklist, so we chose airport info, weather, flaps and THS, flex 2, all that stuff's done. ATC clearance as required, it says at this point. That's just yelling at me for my stick. All right, so now I can go up to GSX since boarding's complete and just say boarding is complete, and it'll get rid of everything for me. Boarding completed. So then I'll pull the jetway back. Sorry, we didn't watch the cargo load or anything like that because I just had my eyes on the screen. Should pull back the jetway for us. Oh wait, actually it's when we hit ready for pushback, I think. That's when it pulls it back. Yeah, it's going to be prepare for pushback. All right, now it should pull it away. All right, the next set local altimeter. I did that already. Check that the flight director is on. It is on both sides. 299ers set.
Hello,
check
Captain.
speed and heading. All right, they're ready for pushback, so I have to call for pushback. Altitude set at 5,000. Thrust levers are idle. TCAS is set on standby, auto and standby. That's done. Weather radar is off. All right, now we have ATC clearance for pushback and startup, so we'll contact ground.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
So they're like actually walking out there, getting ready for the pushback. All right, so 121.15. So I don't know what the ground frequency is. Let me bring up the taxiway diagram over here. Just because while we're taxiing, I'm going to want to look at it out of my side of my view here. They're going to ask me to turn off the parking brake. All right, ground charts. Should have done the call to ground first. So let's try 121.9. If that doesn't work, then 121.8.
1198 Tango Whiskey, radio check.
121.9. All right, should be on with ground. We'll see.
Departure 33121 Theodore Francis Green State ground taxi.
They gave you 1.8 left. Oh, it's 21.8.
Have a good day.
Let me try 21.8 then. I believe you. I could check the ATC. I could kind of cheat and check the SayIntentions ATC window. That's one way to do it. And change this to ARC. And turn on constraints. Charlotte ground, JetBlue 4196 ready for pushback and startup. Alright, so we want nose right. Because we're going to be going this direction. Oh no, we're going to be going the other way. Sorry, we need nose left. We're over here, 18 center.
JetBlue 4196 Charlotte ground pushback and start approved. Expect runway 18 center for departure. Information Bravo is current.
All right, pushback and startup approved. We'll expect 18 center, and we have Bravo, JetBlue 4196. All right, let me bring back. GSX kind of closes a lot. It's kind of weird. I think it's probably because of the Fenix integration. It's like trying to automate a lot of this stuff, which is nice, but then it ends up, you need to click GSX twice to close it and reopen it. There, continue pushback. And we want nose left, facing west. All right, remove chocks. That's on us. So we'll go over here. Ground services and remove the chocks. And then let's go back to Navigraph.
Parking brakes.
Release the parking brakes. I have a switch for that.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
All right. Start at will. 6. There we go. Start engine 2. All right, I'm just going to watch until it says available, and then we'll start engine 1. Then we'll get the APU off, then we'll set our flaps and our pitch trim. Sorry, horizontal stabilizer. 18 left, gang. Wouldn't a pilot also call the company? We do fake ops, not real ops on this channel. I have no idea. Oh, initialize weights. Oh, right. I forgot to do this last time. So I forgot. Once you get the load sheet, you need to go here to mass and balance and send to MCDU. Once it's fully loaded, I forgot to hit this button. So it was complaining. It doesn't know the weights. It only knows the departure runway info. So now that warning went away. And then manually we do that. So this is all the takeoff stuff. But if we go to, is it under a NIT? Page 2? Or is it on performance? I thought it was on a NIT. Estimated fuel on board. Maybe it goes away once we set it. Anyway, that's in there now. Hopefully they don't smash us into anything. I was doing this once and there was like, it was pulling me back into an alley and it like slammed me into a building, but it went through the building luckily. It didn't count. Oh, a NIT B. Oh, you have engines running. Got it. Well, luckily the EFB makes it possible. All right, let's get engine 1 going. It does a pretty good job when you do the automatic, we're like right on the line. I'm sure in the future I'll figure out like when and why to use the custom one.
Set parking brake.
Ground JetBlue 432.
All right, set the parking brake.
Confirmation for a good engine start.
All right, confirm we have a good engine start. Engine 1's still starting up. But I'll get the menu ready so we can actually reply to them.
JetBlue 432 taxi to runway 18 left via Kilo Mike. Hold short of runway 18 left. Contact tower on 126.4.
Oh, I forgot my beacon. Great. Good job. Beacon on. Whoops. Oh, I didn't even put my logo light on. We're supposed to do that when we're at the gate, I think. All right, available. I'm going to say confirm good engine start.
We have a good engine start.
Turn this back to norm. Let's get our APU off.
Runway 18 left via Kilo Mike, hold short, runway
Lead
18
off.
left, contact tower on 126.4.
Master off.
432.
No anti-nice, it's 17 degrees out. All right, auto braking to max. And flaps set for takeoff, arm ground spoilers. So we're going flaps 2. 1, 2. Ground spoilers armed. Auto brake is set. Rudder and aileron trim. So we need to go to flight control. And set, what is it, down point 3? Let's go to performance and check. Oh, down point 6. Whoops. Good thing I checked. All right, pitch trim down point 6.
Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
All right. Oh, you're in the Antonov. Nice, raccoon. I did pick up the Antonov. I should see you in all of your glory. Bobo's in the 747. All right, strobes to auto. Let's see, flight controls, free pitch trim is set. Okay, that's good. We'll check our flight controls. It's probably gonna yell at me for calibration like it does every time. Maybe someday I'll disconnect like the tiller wheel, nose wheel steering stuff from the rudder, but for now it's linked up like a noob would do it. All right, cool, that's set. Now we go taxi clearance, and then once we're ready for that, we do strobes to auto. Okay. All right, and oh, I can start tracking now, so we'll set the time of day. Nice, finally. I could have done that before we push back, actually, but this is the time of day for the schedule that OnAir company has for us. All right, now we have dot on our vertical speed. Probably, I'll figure out eventually. With like, obviously, like I have to get through certain phases before it'll, certain statuses will show. But okay, parking brake. Okay, let's go to ground again and say we're ready for taxi. And I'm gonna get ready over here to draw it out. We're just going to 1/8 center though, so, and it probably won't give us accurate ones. If we do, we'll be stoked. That sound is probably it yelling at my stick again. I don't know why I have to recalibrate this every single time. I will do it again, I guess. But I have to go here to config every time and raise my control dead zone to like 3 or 4 before it stops. Just because my every time I touch the stick, it's like doing a little bit of input, and I guess 2% isn't enough. So I do that to change my camera views a lot of the time. All right, ready to take down taxi instructions. Charlotte ground JetBlue 4196, ready to taxi IFR. Keeps putting you on runway 23 even when you start from 18 left. Annoying. I think I landed on 23 last night.
JetBlue 4196, taxi to runway 18 center via November. Hold short of runway 18 center.
Runway 18 center via November, hold short 18 center, JetBlue 4196. All right, so they gave us November, but November is where? I don't even see a November. Oh, November is here. But yeah, we're just gonna go up here to full length at, wait, unless they want us to take off from November. But it doesn't really matter. All right, let's get strobes to auto. And taxi light on. And we'll do the turn off light, I guess, because it's dark out.
Ground, November 98 Tango Whiskey.
All right, taxi release parking brake. Start the block timer on the chrono. We'll hit that. Brake is off. And let's go straight and then to the right. We're going to go through everybody. We're going to go up here to Echo and take Echo up to, looks like Echo 11 or just Echo? I think it must be Echo 11 way up there at the threshold. Look at all these airliner boys. I'm finally one of you. But I'm just completely faking it.
Taxi 34 via Alpha, hold short of 34, contact tower. 8 Tango Whiskey.
We're all faking it. That's true. I guess literally everyone in the sim is faking it. All right, here's Echo. We're at Echo 17. Make a hard right here, otherwise we'll be on the runway. Don't want to do that. It looks pretty cool right now. It's a good time to fly. Very pretty. All right, 1, 2, looks like 3 more intersections, and then on the left we'll be there. All right, let's check the tower frequency. I'm just gonna look up the one in SayIntentions because you can't just pick any. I could turn on student pilot mode in SayIntentions and it would give me the frequencies each time. That's another option. 3335 is tower. Co-pilot, handle it. All right, 33. 3335. $33.35. All right, switching over. And then departure's on $34.75. All right, that's set. The fullest of lengths. All right, let's get our departure chart up here. All right, Kilns 4. All right, predictive wind shear on. Transponder TCAS, TARA, and then takeoff config. All right, parking brakes on. All right, so down here, wind shear, TARA set. Okay, then we need clearance. Oh yeah, takeoff config. Normal signs need to be on. Whoops, seatbelt signs were off that whole time. Nice. Everybody enjoy yourselves back there. All right, yeah, I think we're good. All right, let's contact tower. And we do have 5,000 set. Charlotte Tower, JetBlue 4196, holding short, runway 18 center, IFR departure. I keep saying IFR to try to hint at the ATC. Give it a little help there. And I don't see any restrictions on the way out as far as altitude, so we're just listening to them. Or no altitude or speed constraints.
4196 Charlotte Tower, runway 18 center, line up and wait.
Runway 18 center, line up and wait, JetBlue 4196. All right, packs are already on. Engine wing anti-lights, that's good. Engine mode selectors, I'm just gonna leave it. Nose light for takeoff, landing, and strobe lights to on. Just get the strobe to fully on. The other ones I got on a shortcut, so we're good there. Sierra said, oh yeah, no vision jet today, yeah. Hey, Emmett. We're all faking it. Little tip for airliner, realism shouldn't just sit on an active runway. That's why we have taxiways at Raccoon. How else are we going to see him in his glorious 4-engine behemoth, though?
3552. Information Bravo is current. Expect runway 26 right for departure.
All right, 18 center. I go runway turn off light. I don't know. I probably keep it on until we take off, huh? All right, parking brake is set. We are just waiting. You notice this camera perfectly shows the speed at the bottom here. I should use this one.
JetBlue 4196, winds 209er at 5. Runway 18 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 18 clear for takeoff, JetBlue 4196. All right, 50%. Master caution. Oh, that's my stick. Nothing to worry about there. Whoops, parking brake's still on. Oh god, slingshot. Hopefully I get both of these in the right detent. Yeah, this is a much nicer view right here than I was using sitting back last time. And you can like barely see this airspeed indicator. There's 100, 120. Oh, do we have enough runway? 140. This runway looks pretty short to me. We're committed. V1. rotate. Oh, we're freezing. We're not freezing. Gear up. All right, we're above F speed, which I don't know if that's full flaps or flaps 2, but I'm gonna put them up and we'll see. And that button's not helpful. 700 feet, autopilot on. Waiting for S speed. All right, we're gonna level off at 5,000. Not quite at S speed, and we're gonna get past the departure in a second here, so I got autopilot on early. Not early, we were at 700 AGL, but... Oh, F speed is flaps 1, nice. Okay, cool. I did it right then. All right, I'm gonna pull us back in a climb. Make sure both of them are in climb. Yep, looks good. All right, I'm gonna turn the runway turn off light off for now. All right, 3,000 feet, just waiting for departure. Comes S speed. All right, flaps up. Ground spoilers are still armed.
Contact departure.
Over to departure, JetBlue 4196. All right, over to departure, 134.75. And we're gonna see if they give us a heading or not, otherwise we'll just turn ourselves towards our first fix. Charlotte departure, JetBlue 4196, 4,000 feet, climbing 5,000. I should have said the name of the departure, Kilns 4. Let's see if they give it to us. If they do, either way, we're going to end up going direct.
JetBlue 4196, Charlotte departure radar contact, climb via the SID, not more than 220 knots until reaching flight level 160.
Climb via the SID, not before 220 knots, something or another. I forget what you said. JetBlue 4196. There we go. Bam. Easy. We should set that to manage speed, right? There we go. 220 knots, so I need to turn this down to 220.
JetBlue 4196, Charlotte departure radar contact, climb via the SID, not more than 220 knots until reaching flight level 160.
I climb via the SID, not more than 220 knots until flight level 160, JetBlue 4196. All right, so he didn't tell us to go direct, but I'm just gonna do it. We're gonna go direct to our first waypoint.
JetBlue 4196, Charlotte departure radar contact, climb via the SID.
Again?
Not more than 220 knots until reaching flight level 160.
Climb via the SID, not more than 220 knots until flight level 160, JetBlue 4196. Maybe he'll like it that time. Slow down a little bit. All right, we're going direct Munby. Then we got Lilac, Kilns, and Durst of the Fred variety, maybe. All right, what are we at? 8,700, so almost ready for landing lights off. 220 knots until flight level 160. And I think we'll just keep climbing up, right? I mean, he said climb via the SID, but there are no altitude restrictions on the SID. I'm just gonna put in 350. 220 is so slow. That's what they told us. All right, that's 10,000 feet. Landing lights are off. Let's turn the seatbelt sign off and the no smoking sign off. Strobes are on. Oh, did I miss doing auto brake max? I think I forgot auto brake max for our takeoff. I do think I forgot that. All right, 11,000. After takeoff, so we got landing gear up, flaps verified, retracted, ground spoilers disarmed. Pack 1 and 2 were on already. Engine mode as required, it's on normal. Altimeter is next, set standard at transition altitude. And then, yeah, 10,000 we already did. Off and retract landing lights. Nose lights are off. Train was not on. Passenger signs as required. And cabin altitude is still climbing. 3,000 feet cabin altitude. 12,500 feet. All right, once we pass 16,000, we'll give the speed back to the FMS. Holy crap. I'm not used to these views. What's happening? Looks like I lost most of you guys, potentially. Multiplayer bug strikes again. I can only see Loki, 420 Texas, and Rock. That is it. All you guys behind me are gone. Sorry, guys. I'll miss you. 220 is so slow yet. All right, there's 14,000. I'm looking forward to another horrible landing today. I was glad I wasn't streaming yesterday because of my... It said it was 400 and something feet per minute landing, but the rate that Flow Pro showed was like 700 and something feet per minute. It was horrible. Simbrief has you going away from us. Oh, it's probably... It maybe just gave you a different departure. Yeah, we're on the kill, or at least I'm on the Kilns 4. Direct Munby right now. FAA is investigating. It was really bad. When I did the landing, I was like, oh my god, I'm so glad I'm not streaming right now. People might think that, I'm not somebody that knows the Fenix inside and out. Just getting a successful flight is an accomplishment for me right now.
JetBlue 4196, contact
there's a speed restriction.
133.15.
133.15, JetBlue 4196. Coming up to standard as well, or transition. Standard, standard, standard. And remove the speed restriction. All right, let's change over to Atlanta. One thing I noticed yesterday was it really...
JetBlue 4196, roger. Contact Atlanta Center.
Yes, we know. All right, we're getting out of here. Whenever I reply for a frequency change from one controller to another once we're on route, it's like they say it again, and then there's just a lot. There's just like way too many frequency changes happening. All right, now we're at 18,000. Oh, there's the meows. Atlanta Center, JetBlue 4196, flight level 180, climbing flight level 350. Bunch of touch and goes. Go fly traffic patterns. Oh yeah, I'll need to learn that for sure. For some reason, flying patterns in an Airbus
Atlanta Center, roger.
sounds impossible. But yeah, for sure. Yeah, if there's no auto land, or if I don't have if I'm not given an ILS, like I think I was given an RNAV and I disconnected at 1,000, roughly 1,000 barrel. I think it was like 700 or something AGL. You know, instead of disconnecting at 200 or having an auto land, and yeah, it was not good. I am absolutely horrible. This is the main reason I've avoided these for so long.
JetBlue
Is just
4196 Atlanta Center, descend and maintain 16,000.
What? Why do we need to do that? JetBlue 4196. It's not our top altitude, right? Top altitude was 8,000. They want to... I'm not going back.
4196 Atlanta Center, descend and maintain 16,000.
Oh, no. All right, we'll listen to you. Descend and maintain 16,000, JetBlue 4196. All right, fine. All right, we'll go back down. I don't know why. So they didn't tell me to maintain 16,000 on takeoff. Like they said, they didn't tell me what to climb to. You're not listening to them? I am, yeah. I don't want to be on the pilot deviation leaderboard. Not today. We're going back down.
FedEx 687, heavy descend and maintain flight level 260. Descending to flight level 260, FedEx.
It'll come with time. I didn't attempt anything like traffic patterns till 2 months in. Yeah. Yeah, it's all good. Maybe ATC heard the Mayday song. By the way, yeah, disclaimer, Mayday song does not apply, okay? It's not going to apply when I'm flying an A320, not for a long time. That is the goal, though. I want to get to the point where I'm okay with the Mayday song, and I can contact ATC and plan a diversion or emergency landing somewhere and do it with ATC. That would definitely be the goal, but even flying GA, like, I just land on the nearest, like, freeway. I don't know. I'm not quite ready for the diversion. That's another level. I want to work up to it, though, for sure. I think that'll be fun.
American 18 Memphis Center, contact Memphis approach.
And unlike the ATC services that most airline pilots use, which are, you know, VATSIM and IVAO, we could actually do the Mayday call here with no worry and just try it. I don't believe you, Galaxian. I believe it's incredibly difficult to divert. I don't believe you. For me, it's incredibly difficult to divert. So I'm just going to keep that assumption for now. All right, we're going to set back to local altimeter. I'm just going to hit B 3003. It was 3000 according to one of you guys, but I had 2999 in there, so I'll just put in 2999 until they tell me otherwise. All right, 16,000. Are any of you guys on SayIntentions? Did it give you a similar altitude? Not sure where Sierra's at. I only see 3 of you right now because of multiplayer strikes again. Someone did an engine failure last stream. Oh, did they? Wait, somebody did an engine failure in an airliner? Kip and Cruz put airports on the ND. Okay. I guess technically we're still on the departure, but there aren't any constraints, but I will do that. I've been putting the plan screen on the right side here. And then flight plan. Wait, do we have a... Oh, is that just really far away? Wait, Audi is coming up. Wait, we have a disco after Audi. Top of climb. Oh, that's weird. All right, we'll clear this one. I think that must have happened after I changed runways.
Climb and maintain flight level 230.
Climb and maintain flight level 230, JetBlue 4196. All right, 230. Oh yeah, we pull it for open climb, right? Wait. Why isn't that working? I can't pull it or push it. Open climb. Oh, it is working. There we go. All right, it's happening. Wait, if I push it, I think I want to pull it. I want to pull it towards me, which is down, right, for open climb. All right, we're gonna get ready with our altimeters again. Am I still playing OnAir Company? Yeah, I'm doing it right now, but for the most part, I've mainly been using OnAir Company as like a glorified route finder nowadays. Bag. Just mainly because it's really easy to go bankrupt if you're not on top of it and like doing it every day or like every other day or being meticulous about watching your money in and out. I definitely bankrupted my old company and had to delete it again. So yeah, I'm probably on my 3rd or 4th company at this point. The grind, yeah. It's mostly, I mean, it's just user error. Like I would have too many planes rented or leased, and then all of a sudden I'd forget about it and not do a mission. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong. Good thing nothing happened. We were already in open climb. I'm just pulling every knob. Yeah, but I mostly use it for the freelance stuff. So right now I'm using the freelance like regular routes, it's called. So OnAir Company, I was just showing this a little earlier, but if you go, I'll go back here. In the top left up here, there's this little button. It looks like an airline ticket. It says regular routes dashboard. What's cool is if you go here, like you can do the regular routes if you want to define your own routes. But what's cool is if you go to freelance pilot, it's like this other mini game of sorts where you build a reputation flying for a specific airliner. So this isn't the screen you get normally. This is where I've already picked a route or had a route generated for me. But you can choose your carrier, like pick JetBlue or American, whatever, anywhere worldwide, and it'll pull in. I don't know how.
4196, climb and maintain flight level 280.
Climb, maintain flight level 280, JetBlue 4196. Is that me? Yeah, it was. Okay. So then you get a bunch of criteria in here. So like you can choose how many legs do you want it to be. I just chose 2, which is the minimum. So we got just a round trip going. And then it'll actually base it on all of its real world knowledge. I don't know how out of date it is or anything, but basically it has a huge database of, you know, which
4196, contact Washington Center on 135.2.
135.2, JetBlue 4196. 135.2. And then it'll basically try to give you a realistic route based on the carrier that you've picked. And you can define like miles and stuff like that, like how far minimum and maximum leg length. So I put mine like under 1,000 miles and 2 legs. I did the one from Newark to Charlotte last night and had an absolutely horrible landing at like 800 feet per minute. It was the worst thing ever. And then today, you know, I'm doing it back. And it also picks the time of day for you as well. So it's it's based on like an actual real world schedule, or at least at the time they imported all the data, it was real world. So it should be like a realistic-ish flight number, route, you know, origin and arrival airport, all that kind of stuff. Washington Center, JetBlue 4196, flight level 220, climbing flight level 280.
JetBlue 4196, Washington Center, roger.
All right, we got a roger, 280. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Water Cooled says, how steep is the learning curve moving from a TBM 930 to an Airbus? It's a lot of button pressing, a lot more button pressing than usual for your departure and stuff, just because, you know, the MCDU and especially like the EFB in these types of planes, like this one and the fly-by-wire version of the 320, they do tons of calculations for you that save you a lot of time.
JetBlue 432 Atlanta
and you have to
Center,
put
contact
those.
Washington Center on 135.2.
What, really? 135.2, JetBlue 4196. Now you're sent to Washington. Yeah, this is the problem with IFR right now in SayIntentions. It has me go back and forth. Wait, 135.2. I am on 135.2.
JetBlue 4196, roger, contact Washington Center on 135.2.
135.2, JetBlue 4196. Oh, you're 432. Now you're sent to Washington Center. Wait, did I follow one of your instructions? Wait, I don't know. Do I have chatter on? I might have turned chatter off. No, I do have chatter turned on, but I haven't been hearing you because we're probably at like. Let me see if they'll take this. Washington Center, JetBlue 4196, flight level 240, climbing flight level 280. Let's see. I don't think I've heard you. But yeah, water cooled. Like it's just it's gonna. I don't. Getting
JetBlue 4196, climb and maintain flight level 280.
Climb and maintain flight level 280, JetBlue 4196. I think it all depends on how, like you can just jump in the plane and pop it on a runway and just take off, right? Like if you're trying to do IFR stuff, like I've been learning forever and try to do it somewhat realistically and like load in the actual passengers and use OnAir company and, you know, take advantage. Like I'm taking advantage of all the automated stuff that's possible here. So like I'm doing all of the, I think most people probably do this anyway, but you're saving tons of time by using all these features in the EFB. And you know, I'm sure these are mimicking more real world things that actual pilots use. Like they're going to have these tools, like their company's EFBs that they're using to calculate these things. I don't know how to calculate these myself because I'm a total noob. But I do know, you know, how to use these tools that are in here, the very basics of them, to sync this data and to have the right takeoff settings and stuff like that. And I'm familiar enough with IFR, maybe not for like commercial jets, but for the most part, I know enough to.
432 Washington Center, roger.
Oh, that's Sierra right there. Okay. I know enough. I've done enough IFR stuff in smaller planes to kind of have the gist down of, you know, how to fly the SIDs and stars. I mean, it's just a series of waypoints, altitude constraints, and speed constraints. So once you have that down, I mean, it's all learnable, right? Like, I'm not a long time simmer. I guess maybe now I'm like 4 years almost. I've been doing it. You can learn this stuff. Like, I just have stuck away from the airliners for a long time because just the cruise phase is like kind of boring for me. Like, I don't really want to be in cruise for 1 or 2 hours. Like, I want to hop to more airports, do more landings, be lower to the ground and look at the scenery. But because I've just been doing GA so long, it's a nice change of pace to do this every now and then. I don't know how long I'll stick with it, but you know, the Fenix got a huge update recently, so just like with anything in this sim, I want to check it out.
Contact Washington Center on 124.05.
Already? Dang. All right, 124.05, JetBlue 4196. Yeah, this is the main problem with the SayIntentions IFR right now, is just it changes your frequency like every couple minutes. To me, seems pretty unrealistic, but you know, they'll work it out.
96 negative contact Washington Center on 135.2.
Isn't this 135.2? JetBlue 4196? What the heck? Yeah, the radio stuff makes it super enjoyable. And yeah. And also I do realize, like, you know, when I do this, I'm doing it
4196 negative contact Washington Center on 135.2.
135.2. JetBlue 4196. That I am on 135.2. What's going on here? 135.2. Am I crazy? Yeah, like for most people, like doing something like doing airliners, it's like you're gonna turn it on, you're gonna get into cruise. Maybe yes or no, you're using ATC. You're gonna turn on YouTube in the background, go do an errand, go do laundry, make dinner, you know, whatever.
JetBlue 4196, climb and maintain flight level 320.
Climb, maintain flight level 320, JetBlue 4196. All right, open climb. I assume I hit open climb each time we do a step up climb like this. Yeah, I mean, you know, there's things to love and hate about each one, or you know, things that maybe you don't like as much on one versus the other. But
JetBlue 4196, climb and maintain flight level 320.
Climb, maintain flight level 320, JetBlue 4196. I watch your streams while I do an airliner flight. That's what I should do. Just have a picture-in-picture, the like endless mirror going on in the corner. Bag says I'm installing a new PC right now. Nice, dude. What'd you get? You spent 2,000 pounds this week for a new PC built. Nice. I hope you got a 3DX. Tell us you got an AMD 3DX chip, or X3D chip, sorry. 3DX. Make sure you enable 3DX. It sounds like a setting. Kimmy, you're my favorite Formula 1 driver.
Climb and maintain flight level 350.
Climb, maintain flight level 350, JetBlue 4196. Oh, we're going all the way up 350. That's our cruise altitude. Let's bring up our progress here.
JetBlue 4196, climb and maintain flight level 350.
What the heck? Climb and maintain flight level 350, JetBlue 4196. Hey nerd, no, I don't fly in real life, nope. I just bug my pilot girlfriend every now and then about something. She has her private. Yeah, 7800 X3D, 4070 Ti, nice. 32 gigs, 2 terabyte SSD, beautiful. Yeah, the X3D and any X, if you get a 70, I have the 7800 X3D.
4196, contact Washington Center on 118.75.
This is crazy. All right, 118.75, JetBlue 4196, see you. Does it say we should be descending right now? Like, we have our vertical deviation minus 4,000 feet, or it's because we're climbing, right? Like, there's no way we're supposed to be descending yet. Is there? Because they're telling us to climb. Yeah, we're like not even halfway through. Okay. Whew. I don't have the I don't know how to estimate time and distance while I'm flying this thing yet. So by the time I'm up, I'm like, I'm probably almost already there, right? This thing's fast. I can't, yeah, my perception of time is very different compared to flying the smaller planes. All right, it's 11875 Washington Center again. This is just it's just like a
432 Washington Center.
Oh, that's Sierra getting changed over now. Washington Center, JetBlue 4196, flight level 320, climbing flight level 350. ATC doesn't seem to hear you. Yeah, I don't know what's been going on. I have to say things twice every time. Yeah, that's a great setup. Yeah, any
JetBlue 4196, Raleigh departure, roger.
Raleigh departure, what? Why are we back on with Raleigh departure? He said Washington Center. What's happening? 20 minutes before descent. Once we get up to cruise, we'll see here. But yeah, that's a great combo bag. The 7800X X3D chips or 7950. I have the 7800X 3D. Those chips, because of their like, what is it? A 3D cache? Is that what's in there? Microsoft Flight Sim loves that chip. Hugh says I had to buy the Vision Jet after watching you guys fly it. It's great. Yeah, I love the Vision Jet too. What's up, Philippe? Flying from KRNT to K-FAT M500 with SayIntentions. Listening to Kip frustrated. Yeah, you can hear me all the way over there with chatter on. 20 minutes before descent, we will find out. I should probably bring up the... well, we're done with the departure, so I'll just keep it on the map for now. Keep the plan screen on over here. We can see our top of descent. I think it's that white hang down right there. Looking forward to it. I've been using a 9700K for the longest time. Yeah, I just did that update recently myself. I had... did I have a 9600X or something? I already forget my last chip, but yeah, I just did that whole update to the new Ryzen platform, so I had to do the motherboard, you know, the RAM, and the CPU. And shortly before I did that, I think it was before or after? I forgot, I upgraded from 3080 to the 4080. 4080 is arguably not worth it, but oh nice, I can see you guys again. Ultimately, I ended up getting a defective card and got the runaround so much by NVIDIA that my bank stepped in and gave me a full refund, and I'm not sending the card back. So they just basically refunded me the money and said, well, they're jerks. They refused to do anything. They opened a case, waited 30 days, contacted them over and over. Apparently they didn't resolve it, and they're like, all right, well, we'll just give you a full refund. It's like, all right. So I'm using a 4080 that has one dead fan in it. It runs just fine, but, you know, I paid for a new card, and they gave me a defective card, so I don't feel bad about still having it. I think that might be the first... I think that's the first dispute I've ever made with a bank in my entire life, except when it comes to, like, losing a credit card. Like if you've ever had your credit card number stolen or something online. This is the only purchase I've ever refunded that way and made a dispute for in my entire life because of NVIDIA's crappy customer service. Name tags are back. Oh, distance? Thanks for the escort, Raven. Who else is here? Versa and Raven on the wings. Got the little wave there. They're protecting me from myself. That's what's happening this flight. Everybody knows I don't know what I'm doing, so... I'm just reading this checklist. Speaking of checklists, I haven't looked at the pressurization. 7,000 feet for a cabin altitude. 75 degrees, is that the normal? This is the default. The default temperatures for the cabin is 76 in the cockpit, 75 forward cabin, and 76 aft cabin. We'll just turn it a little bit cooler. 75 is good with me. I feel like most people want it to be like 72. Oh, we have a company message. I'm sure it's asking us to blame somebody on the ground crew for our departure delay. Oh yeah, here we go. Just delayed for 886 minutes. Yeah. I think the problem with that is just the OnAir company stuff. Well, let's go ahead and blame the ground crew as usual. Let's blame somebody who's going to take it personally. Here we go. Late arrival of Pushback crew. The RLP. Gary was the problem last time. We're going to give him the RLP. They were late. Alex's fault. Alex's fault. There we go. Alright, we'll send that along. He made fun of our karaoke, so that's what he gets. Wait, are there 3 of you now? Who's in front of us? CB Stunna is in front of us. We got a triple Hornet escort. Holy crap. How did I learn to fly them? I'm doing it right now. Chilling with GA. Yeah, I chilled with GA for like 3 years. I did business jet stuff a little bit. Like I spent a bit of time in the CJ4. Not so much the Longitude. I kind of like the CJ4 better. Though not having auto throttle is a pain in the butt. Yeah, I basically don't know what I'm doing. I've probably done less than 10 flights in airliners. Back like when Working Title made the changes to the 7.4 and the 7.8, I tried those a little bit. Like did 1 or 2 flights in each one just to check them out. But yeah, still didn't really know what I was doing. But you know, just check the check YouTube, check the checklists. There's an endless amount of people to watch on YouTube that fly the Airbus, like EasyJet Sim Pilot and V1. And there's no shortage of real-world pilots flying in the sim constantly. So yeah, just go watch those guys. But yeah, I'm just using the checklist and reading chat. That's how I'm learning right now. You guys are my tutors. It's working out so far. FA-18 hand flying all the way. Oh, Jonathan Beckett. I've seen like 1 or 2 of his videos. I think he was... What did I see him fly last? I forget. Yeah, I forget which plane I saw him in. I get his stuff recommended to me as well. Oh, one's in the Top Gun livery. Let me take a look. They're close enough. Oh, they're gone again. Oh, there we go. Is it? Oh, that's a Top Gun livery right there. And we got a Bonanza up here. It's probably a Lightning or something like that I don't own. Oh, the Comanche. Yeah, the Comanche is incredible. Yeah, there is no downside to getting the Comanche. It is the coolest plane. It is so fun.
Sierra Mike traffic alert 1-2 o'clock 4 miles opposite direction.
I do the walk around every single time in the Comanche. It is 100% worth the money. I want that level of realism in every plane. So if I want something slow, I do the Comanche. If I want something a little bit faster, I'll do the Piper M500. Piper M500 is so cool. By FS Reborn, and then I think the Fenix is like the clear winner from what everybody says, you know, for airliners. But yeah, the Comanche is just on another level. It's hard to like rate a plane after you fly the Comanche because it's just so good. All right, what's going on here? Why don't I have vertical? Oh, there we go. 108 nautical miles. I think I was on the wrong screen. I was on progress instead of performance. All right, we got 106 miles to go till top of descent. Yeah, get the Comanche, or if you have a loved one or a friend you can sucker into buying it for you, or any event that's happening on a specific day. Yeah, get them to buy it for you, or buy it yourself. Trick someone into buying it for you. That's an option. But yeah, everybody needs that plane. It's so good. All right, let's see. Checklist. Yeah, there's nothing left. I just bumped the throttle again with my arm. I have my iPad kind of near it. Let me move this, even them out. I think the zone for the climb D10 is pretty generous. All right, we're about halfway through our route. And we're expecting runway 22 left, so let me just go look at the METAR for our arrival again. 280 at 5, so it's potentially we have 22 left still. So I can go in advance and put the...
JetBlue 4196, contact Washington Center on 135.4.
Washington Center, 135.4, JetBlue 4196. All right, we're going back to Washington Center. Or 135.4. 35.4. I'll leave that frequency before he tells us again. Waiting in case anyone's talking. Washington Center, JetBlue 4196, flight level 350. All right, so we're expecting the Filbo 4. Oh, we might be on the Filbo 4 already. Good job, me. Let's bring up our
JetBlue
arrival.
4196, Washington Center, roger.
Probably already on it. Oh, not quite yet. Okay. All right, so let's double check. We got some restrictions on the way down here. Constraints, if you will. 270 at Fubber, then 3 plus, or then 20. So we got 27, 2, 13, 11, 8. All right, there's 27, 2. This says 14 at Steve. I think that's anticipated 11. 27 and 2, 11. 11, 10, 8. So Steve is 13 to 17. So 27 at Fubber. Let's see, I go between camera 1 and 3 if I want to go back and forth. So there's Fubber, flight level 270.
JetBlue 432, contact Washington Center
really?
on 135.4.
We are there. 135.4, JetBlue 4196. Debug. Controller keeps telling me to tune to the frequency I'm already on. Debug. Controller keeps telling me to turn onto the frequency that I'm already on.
JetBlue 4196, contact Washington Center on 135.4.
Bro. Oh, that was for you again? Wait, is it my problem? Wait, hold on. Let me check the transcript. Am I just stupid? JetBlue 4196, Washington Center on 135.4. No, he did tell me, yeah. 4196. Yeah, in the transcript. Yeah, it says 4196, contact Washington Center. So Washington Center is telling me to contact Washington Center. He told you after he told me, and you repeated? On my end, like, if I just look at the transcript, I see it say 135.4 Washington Center, so that's who's talking to me. And they said, JetBlue 4196, contact Washington Center on 133.9. Wait, no, it's the one before that. 135.4. They just told me again to do 1339, but it actually didn't come through. So I was looking, so they've sent a transmission that we didn't hear that's in the transcript now. But yeah, there's one saying 135.4, contact 135.4. JetBlue 4196. Yeah, it is telling me. It is telling me. That's just my
JetBlue 4196, contact Washington Center on 133.9er.
133.9er JetBlue 4196.
Gain separation with traffic ahead. Reduce speed to 200 knots.
Reducing to 200
Okay, that's
knots.
chatter coming in.
United 758.
1339er is what they said now. It's just transferring us way too often. It's just a bug. They'll figure it out. Washington Center JetBlue 4196, flight level 350. All right, let's go back to the constraints here. So then we have DuPont at 20 or higher.
JetBlue 4196, Washington Center, roger.
Here's DuPont 200, so that's correct. Then we have Steve 14. So I'm going to hit Steve on the right side. 250, 10,000. So, okay, it has a constraint 13 to 17 is set. That's correct. 13 to 17 for Steve. And Somto is 11, and then the one after that's 10. Okay, it doesn't have 10, but we have Dylan at 8. So 10 is estimated. And then 8 is Dylan. Okay, so the stars, so the asterisks, I'm finally learning, mean that that the constraint is set. And then in this case, this constraint's between two altitudes, so it's estimating what it's going to be at. And then, yeah, the ones without the constraint set are just have no asterisk next to them. And then we have 250. Oh, that's just speed limit under 10,000. So we have no speed limits on this. We would see them in red if we did. And then we're ending at Filbo, landing runway 22 left is what we're expecting. Expect radar vectors. So it's just leaving us out here.
Contact Washington Center
okay,
on
that is Sierra.
133.9er.
That's Sierra getting it. The confusion. All right, top of descent. Let's see where we're at. Performance, 52 miles. All right, let's go back to putting in over here. I'm going to use 2 and 4. We're going to put in our performance for our approach. All right, 280 at 5, 17 on the temperature. I'm not sure if it... So the winds here, I assume it's just pulling these automatically based on sim data, it looks like, because it's different than the METAR data. So it's probably good just to leave that alone so it's as accurate as it can be. Then 29er 82 for the altimeter for now. Oops, 29er 82. And we don't know if we're getting the ILS yet, but we're anticipating ILS 22 left.
JetBlue 432, Washington Center, roger. Guitar, tree 51 heavy, proceed direct to fix it intersection.
Did he say guitar?
Direct to fix it, Qatar tree 51
oh,
heavy.
Qatar. I'm so stupid. Of course it's Qatar. Guitar. For a second I was like, somebody put guitar as their call sign. Brilliant. All right, let's look at ILS. ILS 22 left. Please have an auto land. Please have an auto land so I don't embarrass myself. There's no auto land. Wait, this is Charlotte. Whoops. Never mind. Maybe there is an auto land. There's hope for me yet. 22 left, Cat 3. Yes. What now, guys?
4196, Washington Center, descend via the PHLBO for arrival. Expect the RNAV runway 22 left approach into Newark.
Descend via the Filbo for arrival. We'll expect RNAV 22 left approach. JetBlue 4196. All right, they gave us the descend via, so we can go ahead and put in our bottom altitude here, which is 8,000. So I don't know if I've done this before. If I turn this to 8,000 and I do not push the button in, is it going to start our descent? Wait, 135 miles. The heck? Wait, wasn't that down to 50 miles? $133 miles. I thought we were at like 50. Am I making stuff up? Fish says I love flying airliners. Oh, you're choosing Spirit next time? No, this is a good test. I actually have to listen. You got top of descent in 40 nautical miles.
4196, maintain 269er knots until paleo.
269er knots until paleo? Alright, maintain 269er knots. Nice. Until paleo. JetBlue 4196. Holy crap, Big Sierra. Thanks for the 5 gifted memberships, man. Pull up your stools, boys and girls. Paleo? Isn't that a diet?
JetBlue 4196, maintain 269er knots until paleo.
Maintain 269er knots until paleo. JetBlue 4196. Oh, the mountain got one. Nice. Now she has a wrench and a stool. It's a deadly combination. She can use her wrench in very minimal amount of comfort. Better than standing, I guess. Where is paleo? Court, Hurl, Looper. We have Gordonsville, Bales, Hydra. Oh, there's paleo right there. And it's yelling at me again. I guess I need to increase the sensitivity again. Paleo. Dog is freaking out. Let me make sure there's not an axe murder in this place. No, I'm back. Don't worry. No axe murder. Build a radio panel. If you button middle click, it'll open descent. Middle click? Wait, I have to click on down, don't I? I have to do this for open descent. My question is just if I leave it. If I leave it on 8,000 and it's not at top of descent yet, will it start the descent automatically since I've lowered the altitude? Or do I always have to hit? Do I always have to pull it? If you right click, I'm in legacy mode, so I don't have right click. It'll descend at 1,000 feet per minute until it hits VNAV. It will not descend. No auto descend. Okay. Only on Boeing. Got it. So Boeing does have something that's better. Ooh. Arguably, I'm sure. Okay. So at paleo, they said maintain 269er knots. Did they say until paleo? Until paleo. We're in Mach numbers right now, so can I put in a 269? I guess I could do this. And we'll accelerate a little bit. Yeah, okay. All right, 269er, nice. Until paleo. Enter destination data. It's already put that in. All right, we still have 102 nautical miles until top of descent. So I'm going to chill for a little bit. And then let's see, for descent, flight plan, put in the arrival. It's funny this is in the checklist. Maybe it's just in case your arrival changes. Set approach and star, execute with temporary insert. It seems like if you were going to do this, I'm at top of descent. Wait, why does it say... Wait, what? Didn't we have 150 miles to go? What was going on? All right, descent. Wait, I thought we had 150 miles when I just checked. Predicted distance to get 8,000 feet. To get to 8,000 feet. Oh, so it's not counting all the constraints all the way down. How did I... Okay. Yeah, that was confusing because I saw...
JetBlue 4196, contact Washington Center on 132.05.
132.05, JetBlue 4196. 132.05. My mind's playing tricks on me. Yeah, I swear it was like 50 miles or something. And then I changed my selected altitude up here, right? And then when I looked down, it said 150 miles until top of descent. At least that's how I interpreted it, so. All right, so we're going 1900 feet per minute for now. And I got the speed set to 269, so we'll do that until we get to Paleo. I wonder if there's an easy way to do that, because we have a bunch of weight. Oh, we're on our way to Paleo.
United 758, maintain separation with traffic ahead. Reduce speed to 200 knots.
Oh, we just passed. Did we just pass Paleo?
200 knots for separation.
Yeah, we just
United
passed Paleo.
758.
All right, we're going back to manage speed. Yeah, this is not to scale, and Paleo just fell off. Oh, we're past Fubber. Or Fubar? It's probably Fubar.
JetBlue 4196, contact Washington Center on 132.525.
Again. 132.525 at JetBlue 4196. It's changing me so much that I won't have time to do anything else other than talk to ATC. Single pilot Airbus life. Realism, baby. All right, 132.525. Yeah, we're in idle. Looks like it, yep. Okay, 132.525 for Washington Center. And we're expecting RNAV 22 left instead of... That kind of terrifies me because the minimums will be higher. I assume it's not going to be in... Well, does this do RMP? There are RMP auto landings, right? I know nothing about RMP. I just know that auto land is an ILS Cat 3 thing. I don't know anything about RMP, so I assume I'm not going to get an auto land. Washington Center JetBlue 4196, flight level 260, descending via the Filbo 4 arrival. Check the prog page. You're way above the VNAV path. It's not going to catch up to it for me.
JetBlue 4196, Washington Center, roger.
It's getting lower. It looks like it's catching up, right? Oh, I'm not in VNAV. Oh, I have to hit up here, don't I? Oh, there we go. Oh, why did it... Okay. So I did... Right, it's... Okay, it's because I did open descent, right? It's because I pulled it instead of pushed it. Just that time of the night. The sun goes down. It's 7:30 p.m. here now. The dog is howling. Thanks, Drake. Yeah, so I think so. I pulled down on this right instead of up. I should have hit up instead of down, pushing it. So we're in managed descent using VNAV instead. All right, 22,000 feet. All right, set destination. We have the star in. Next phase approach page. QNH. We did all that. Baro and radio minimums. So I need to switch over to the RNAV now for 22 left instead of the ILS. I kind of just want to use the ILS so I don't botch the landing. I don't know that I've ever heard it. I don't think I've heard SayIntentions give me an ILS yet. Let me just request the ILS.
JetBlue 4196, Washington Center, cleared direct. Chesnu. Cross Chesnu at or above 3000. Cleared for the RNAV 22 left approach into Newark.
Cleared direct Chesnu, cross at Chesnu at or above 3,000 feet. Cleared for the RNAV 22 left. JetBlue 4196. Chesnu. All right, great. So now we're direct Chesnu, which is not going to be in my flight plan yet, probably. It's not. Okay. Now it's giving us stuff for the RNAV, so I definitely have to switch. RNAV Zulu, probably. It's probably an RNP, which I know nothing about, so this will be great. RNAV Zulu 22 left. And none of the stars apply. We're getting direct anyway, right? So I'm going to insert that, and then can we find what is Chesnu?
132.525, JetBlue 432.
I have no idea what Chesnu is. Is that? I'm guessing that's not. It's possible that it's a VOR, right?
432, contact Washington Center on 132.525.
Oh my god. I think that was us again, changing frequencies for the 800th time. 525. 132.525, JetBlue 4196. I sound like I'm from West Side? Los Angeles. Keep the star, just change the approach. Is Chesnu's not part of... I mean, we're...
JetBlue 4196. Contact Washington Center on 132.525.
That's this frequency. That is this frequency. So I don't see Chesnu on the arrival. Steve DuPont, like we were told to descend via the arrival anyway, so we can just keep taking this. But then they overrode that by directing it. It's just that time of the night, like the dog is just freaking out. It's ruining my life, man. Someday she'll learn. She's so good during the day, it's just like when night comes around, she just starts freaking out over the littlest sound she hears. So we're supposed to be going direct to it, and they didn't say whether it was RNAV Zulu or not, so I don't know if the waypoints change. I'm just gonna cancel this for now. Let's try one of the other RNAV 22 left approaches and see if that gives us the waypoints they're talking about. We have RNAV 04. So here's RNAV 22 right. We got RNAV 22 left. Here's the RNAV Yankee 22 left. So let's try that one. And then I'll just do insert because they want us to go directly to a waypoint. There's combo and obtuse. Nope. SayIntentions takes the waypoints from your flight plan. They told us RNAV 22 left and our flight plan doesn't specify an approach. So that's the problem, is they're giving us an approach and we don't have, we're already under oh man, we need altimeter now, which I don't have. Our arrival altimeter. This is horrible. And then all the changes here have been really just way too fast. 2982. All right, I'm gonna hit B and then we'll fix it. All right, 15,000. Yeah, ask them to spell the waypoint. Can you give us the current waypoint and spelling for JetBlue 4196? Yeah, ask for the ILS. Yeah, I might just request ILS for 22 left. This is confusing when the waypoint's not in there. I mean, there could be another RNAV 22 left. I've checked the Yankee. Could just bring up all of the possible approaches.
JetBlue 4196, Mike Echo Tango, Romeo Oscar.
Metro? Direct Metro. But it told me, you guys heard Chesnu, right? Chesnu is what I heard last time. I wrote it down. But he's saying to go to Metro direct. So let's try 22 left again. RNAV Zulu 22 left. And see if we get Metro in the list. There's Metro right there. Okay, direct Metro.
JetBlue 432, Washington Center, roger.
Alright, that's him. Oh, Metro's at the end here. Oh no, I'm blind, dude. Well, I'm not blind. I thought it was Chesnu. It said Chesnu and it meant Metro. So Metro is just it's pretty much on the same exact heading we were on anyway. It's a few degrees off, I guess.
Washington Center.
Like 056 or 060 are the two courses.
422 left.
Yeah, it sounds like Sierra is going to ask for the ILS. I mean, it won't be as fun if I do the ILS auto land. That's kind of boring, and I can't mess it up really as much as I can mess up in RNAV. So we should do the RNAV. Okay, so it ends up at a manual, and then...
JetBlue 4196, contact Philadelphia, approach on 123.8.
Over to Philadelphia, 123.8, JetBlue 4196. All right, almost at 10,000 feet. Oh my god, there's so many changes. I mean, at least this change makes sense that we're switching to Philly. All right, almost at 10,000 feet. All right, 10,000. Landing lights are on. Philly approach JetBlue 4196 on the Philbo 4, 9,500 feet. All right, top of a descent. Approach, let's see here, 10,000. Yes, landing lights and nose lights are on. Passenger sign is required.
Philadelphia approach, roger.
Keep having to clear this stick error every time. Seatbelts are good. Landing lights on. Okay. Let's see if the METAR has changed. So this is the ILS, so I need to get the other chart up here as well. This is stressful. All right, ILS. So we're going RNAV, Yankee,
maintain flight level 070
left.
for terrain.
Actually, we did the Zulu, right? Okay, the Zulu is RNAV GPS. Is the Yankee also RNAV GPS? Oh no, here's that's RNP Yankee runway 22 left. Maybe I should do the RNP. I think it supports RNP, right? Yeah, Fish, I do have my iPad that I've used off stream, but the issue is you guys won't be able to see me touching the iPad. I'm not gonna like set up a camera on it, so I try to do as much like in here as I can, right? With like, just so you guys can see everything. That would be nice though. Okay, let me go back here and do the... Did I say Yankee? Yankee is the RNP version. Let me make sure this is right. 22 left, RNP Yankee, 22 left is Yankee. So RNAV Yankee 22 left is what we're gonna add. So then we have Hevno Combo up Osus over here, and we go down to 2,500. I've never done RNP, so we'll see how this goes. This will be great. I got to put in the minimums. 462 is the DA. 462. Okay, that's set. All right, now let's do our landing performance. 22 left, that's good. Refresh METAR, medium braking. And we need landing weight. You guys showed me this last time. I think it's these two, right? 5.5 plus 138.5. So we get 144. All right, beautiful. And then manual land, yes. Unfortunately, manual this time. I still haven't bound my reverse thrust, so we're just gonna go auto braking manual land. Landing weight off the flight plan. Yeah, I was doing that until one of you guys told me last flight to get it off of the fuel pred page. Fuel prediction. So it shows your estimated fuel on board and then your estimated zero fuel weight. Here though, yeah, and then here it's showing gross weight. I would have thought I just look at this number because it's including the pants. Like, why? Maybe you guys can answer this. Why do we use zero fuel weight plus the fuel instead of just using gross weight? Isn't adding zero fuel weight and fuel the same as gross weight? Shouldn't I just be using gross weight? What's the difference? Is gross weight not the same as landing weight? Estimated gross weight? Seems like I could just put in 144.4. All right, we are almost at Metro. We're gonna make a left-hand turn to Filbo. Man, that was so stressful. I think mainly it's stressing me out, not just because I'm a total noob and I'm like fumbling around with things, but just until that bug gets fixed, like changing frequencies every like 2 minutes is just such a high workload. Just like, leave me alone. All right, smoking sign is still off, of course.
New York departure, November 988.
All right, we're gonna get parking or auto brake on to medium. What is that? Oh, we're at 8,000 feet. All right, that's our altitude alert there. All right, 8,000 feet. Let's bring up... I'm going to go ahead and just bring up the actual ground chart here. We'll use the other EFB. So we're landing on 22 left right here. Maybe around halfway. End up near Golf. Golf or Echo. Maybe Echo.
Philadelphia approach JetBlue 432 at 8,000 feet.
All right, and then we have the approach over here. So Hevnu, Combo, Osus. We'll have to go down to 2,500. And then our minimums get us 451 feet above the ground.
JetBlue 432, Philadelphia approach, roger.
Noise is flight attendant telling you the cabin is ready. Oh, does it do that in the Phoenix? Do I have to do anything because of that? I hadn't heard that the other flights, or maybe I missed it. All right, so we're just off on this heading until they give us the approach.
Would you like to head down the VFR corridor south towards Manhattan?
All right, so we'll need landing system turned on. Auto brakes are set on medium already. Arm the ground spoilers.
At or below 2,500, 810 whiskey.
Local altimeter, we're on 2982, which is from the METAR. And then engine wing anti-ice as required. We are good. I wouldn't know if we weren't. Activate approach mode if not active yet. Check speed, set to managed. Green dot, flaps 1. That's 20 miles out. And we're at 55 miles, not including the route, I guess. So I think it's going to wait till we get to Filbo. Yeah, we're going to have to make this turn around, or they'll vector us on a final approach course, maybe. All right, I think it might just be waiting for us to cross this last waypoint until it gives us another instruction. We'll see. SayIntentions in the chat. What's up?
Delta 1316, contact tower 118.3. Good night.
Tower 118.3. Good night, Delta 1316.
Let me double check that I checked in, right? Yeah, they said Roger last. We're on Philly approach. Meow. You. We got a meow. We heard a meow. All right, and then we'll get Newark approach, Newark Tower potentially, 1183. I'm just gonna put in 118.3. We're on with Philly approach. Flashing light on the radio. Flashing light on the radio. Am I missing something? You guys talking to me? I haven't looked outside for like 20 minutes, I feel like. Cab light flashes for a bit when the flight attendant calls. Am I supposed to do something like answer? The cab light. Where is the cab light? I'm guessing it's not up there because it'd be difficult to see. You right click it and it says the cabin is ready. Cabin light. Down by the dial in your ATC. Oh, this one right here. Oh, there's a PA down here too. So, do I click the button to like talk to the cab? Oh, I'm not listening. That'll light up and you right click. I'm on legacy mode, so I don't have right click. Because then you can't push and pull buttons in this, I don't think. Did they make it so that you can use lock mode? Turn on the PA dial, you can hear the cabin now. Oh, really? Oh, this is if I want to make an announcement. That's cool. I should have kept that on from when we first started then. Whoops. I did look at that Passengers 2 or whatever. I paid for that last night and tried it out, and I was not very excited about it. Especially because it doesn't synchronize with what's going on in the boarding in the plane itself, so it was alright. It had some like cool audio and stuff, but I feel like, yeah, there's probably just stuff like this that I don't know about where I don't need something like that. Voice and reset.
JetBlue 4196, Philadelphia approach. Contact New York. Approach on 132.8.
132.8, JetBlue 4196. Alright, so we're just left off on this heading because we finished the arrival, so now we're going over to New York, 132.8. Alright, New York approach, and then maybe after that we'll get the tower to set that frequency in again. New York approach, JetBlue 4196, 8,000 feet, RNAV 22 left. Actually, I probably shouldn't say RNAV 22 left. That's what we're expecting. Tower was 1183. They probably are going to think that I'm on it.
4196, New York approach, roger.
Alright, tower frequency. Yeah, probably, I don't know if I should say RNAV. Wait, did they clear me for the RNAV 22 left approach? Oh no, I forget. I think I might be messing up. I'm gonna check the transcript real quick. Yeah, cleared for the RNAV 22 left approach. Whoops. Alright, we're gonna go to our first waypoint then. Have new. Direct, have new, insert, and then we're cleared for the approach, so we go down to 2,500.
Piper 622, Papa Bravo Navy Fallon approach, contact Oakland Center on 127.9 or 5.
All right, how far out are we? 35 miles. Whoops, yeah, they had cleared me earlier. Cleared me for the RNAV.
Continue on the dummy to uniform departure.
All right, so we got have new Cubmo, mandatory 3,000, and Osus. Chesnu was maybe Hevnu, yeah. Yeah, maybe that was it.
New York approach.
And then when I asked them again, they gave me Metro.
5,200 feet.
All right, yeah, I think you're right. Maybe it was Hevnu. Hevnu, Cubmo. So we got this constraint's in there and estimated 3,000 or above. Then we got 3,000 mandatory, 2,500 mandatory for the
432 New York approach, roger.
for our vertical guidance. So I assume we get vertical guidance. I've never done the RNP, so we'll see how this goes. And I'm also making an assumption that the Phoenix can fly an RMP approach. So either way, we're probably in for a disaster. All right, LS button on. Auto brakes are set to medium. Ground spoilers are armed. Altimeter, verify local. Let's do a check again.
Departure and report when passing flight level 70 with their 1662.
All right, 29082 is still here. Okay, that's good. Anti-ice is good. Engine mode as required. Activate approach mode if not active yet. We will activate that. Destination data we already put in. 26 miles out.
Delta 1221 descending to 2000.
All right, it says check speed set to manage and green dot. Green dot's right there. Set flaps 1, so I assume we wait for a green dot until we set flaps 1. We'll see. It says, hope you have a better landing than I did last night. Dude, I had a 700.
Descend and maintain 3000 airport, 2 o'clock, 20 miles.
I think I had like an almost 800 feet per minute landing last night. That was horrible. From Newark to Charlotte. Now we're doing finishing the round trip.
At flight level 08000 Romeo.
All right, I'm gonna go flaps 1, I guess. Maybe this is too early. In the checklist for instrument approach, it says about 20 to 15 nautical miles out. We're at like 22 right now. It says to do all this, including flaps 1, green dot.
350, maintain all navigation towards, get down forward with their 1662.
And then we have approach mode on the autopilot. So I don't know anything about RMP. I assume that we'll get some kind of vertical guidance, but worst case scenario, we'll get down to 2,500 feet, and then I will, you know, do a horrible job hand landing it. It's going to be absolutely horrible. Oh, 10 miles flaps 1. Whoops. All right, let me put the flaps back up then. 10 miles flaps 1. Oh, turn off LS? All right, I shouldn't listen to the checklist. Maybe approach mode is fine.
JetBlue 4196,
yeah, okay,
New York approach contact Newark Liberty Tower on 118.3.
Over to tower 118.3, JetBlue 4196. All right, over to tower. All right, we're coming up for the right-hand turn. 118.3 is set. Let's put our ground frequency in. 121.8. Okay, beautiful.
You are just a simulation living inside of my little computer. How do you feel?
Somebody's chatting up the AI. Already on the approach vertical guidance. Green bars. Oh, the green bars right here. Oh, it's got our vertical deviation here. I see. Got it. Nice. Okay. I've never done RMP. This is a first.
Tell me a joke.
Oh God, tell me a joke. Newark Tower, JetBlue 4196. 14 miles. On final for the RNAV 22 left. All right, we're at 12 miles. So 10 miles flaps 1. All right, 4,000 feet. Yep, landing lights are on, strobes are on.
JetBlue 4196, Newark Liberty Tower. Roger, 14 mile final for RNAV approach, runway 22 left.
This accent.
Wind 295 at 24, altimeter 2983. Cleared for the RNAV approach, runway 22 left. Information Bravo is current.
Cleared for the RNAV 22 left, JetBlue 4196. Should have said we have the numbers. All right, 29er83 is the new altimeter setting. 29er83 once, twice, thrice. All right, here comes Obzus or whatever. All right, 10 mile final, flaps 1.
Wind's calm, runway 13 cleared for takeoff. Skyhawk 3267 Lima.
All right, 7 miles, flaps 2. Oh, I can't do flaps 2. Why not? Don't I want landing system on? We're not, I guess I don't know, I feel like I need gear now. We're above the S speed, I can't do flaps 2? I'm at flaps 1. Yeah, it's not managing my speed, right? I think I need gear down. It says speed, final lap.
432, turning final 10 miles.
Yeah, I can't put flaps 2 until gear down, it looks like. Gear at flaps 2, okay. I read 7.5 flaps 2. And then 5 miles gear down. Oh no, flaps 2, I'm too fast for flaps 2.
JetBlue 432, Roger 10 miles out for runway 22 left, cleared for the visual approach. Wind 297 at 18.
Oh, this is going to be horrible.
Altimeter 2980, report final.
80.
Runway 22 left, cleared to land.
Runway 22 left, clear to land, JetBlue 4196. Really? They gave us 2 altimeter settings in a row that were different. I guess I have to keep putting flaps out. I don't know. Let's get this sign on. Flaps full is what it's waiting for. This is going to be horrible. I have to wait for the F speed for full flaps, right?
Bravo is cleared to Pula.
Orange little tick marks on the speed tape are the next flaps.
As filed after departure, fly radar vectors.
Oh, I see it, yeah.
Then as filed.
Got it. Yep, I see it.
7,000 feet, departure 12.
Who's right in front of us?
11.
There's another player right in front of us.
675, squawk 5321.
100 above minimums. Oh, this is going to be horrible.
Cleared for visual approach. Runway 22 left.
That's minimums right there.
Wind 297 at 18.
It's yelling at me for my stick calibration again. Perfect timing.
JetBlue 432.
All right, so auto throttle is still on, so I just need to land the thing. So we're above glide path. One red. 2 red.
50. 30. Check. 5.
Oh God, 500.
Lima is turning final.
What? Why is it spooling up? Why is it spooling up? Why? I'm just doing max manual braking. Why was it spooling up again? What the heck? Did something trigger like a go around? These are gonna be some hot brakes. Oh my God. 500 feet per minute? That feels horrible. Yeah, someone's under me. Yeah, we can't avoid that. Why did it start spooling up? What? Yeah, that was definitely a hard touchdown. And then started spooling up and going up again. I think it like triggered go around because I didn't pull the throttle to idle. It didn't say retard either, so I didn't pull it back. Like I was just like, all right, I guess I'm just leaving it.
9001 Bravo, maintain current heading traffic at your 12 o'clock.
It could have been worse, I guess.
Maintaining current heading, Beechcraft 9001 Bravo.
All right, we're gonna have to turn to the right to taxi. I don't know which way to turn here or here. This looks like not an exit. Throttle and idle. No, I didn't. So I guess it has some sort of go around, like automatic go around if you don't pull the throttle to idle. So that's probably why it was spooling back up.
0331, cleared to the San Francisco International Airport via radar vectors, Pomona, then as filed. Climb and maintain 5,000, expect flight level 280,
Landing
10
lights
minutes
off.
after departure. Departure 127.0, squawk 4360. Expect runway 26 right for departure. Altimeter 3006.
Ground is giving a clearance right now.
Contact Newark. Ground on 121.8.
All right, strobe lights off. Taxi lights on. Oh yeah, we do hear the PA now. Nice, that's cool. Just gonna turn all the autopilot buttons off here. We have a million warnings. Brakes hot. You guys showed me this in Discord that there's a button for brake fan. That was terrifying. Those don't. Yes, flaps retracted. Train on is off. Transponder TCAS to standby. APU as required.
It's inbound on the ILS for runway 32 left.
Alright, TCAS, fuel pumps. Oh, that's for parking.
Tower cleared ILS approach.
TCAS standby as required on APU, and then anti-ice as required. Alright, I don't know how to do like a one-engine taxi and all that stuff. So they didn't pass me off to ground, I don't think, or I missed it, so I'm just gonna switch to ground.
Okay, the ILS approach, runway 32 left. And
I think when I do this more in the future, I'll just turn off chatter because, I mean, I could just turn it off right now because I feel like I don't want to talk while chatter's going on. I'm just going to turn it off. Plus, we got Sierra on the comms with us anyway. Newark ground, JetBlue 4196. Vacated runway 22 left at November. Request taxi to parking. Or I guess to the gates. Whoops. We got gates in this thing. Hot brakes. That was doing like maximum braking there.
Newark Liberty Ground, taxi to parking via November, remain this frequency.
Parking via November, JetBlue 4196. Alright, so they don't like give me a gate or anything, but we have November. I guess we're just gonna assume we can cross the runway. And then from then we have no directions. JetBlue terminal is 1 right, then straight, gates 3 to 8. I'm just gonna pick a random gate. I'll probably pick the wrong spot. All right, brakes are off. I'll probably pick the wrong gate. It's fine. We can just pick anything. My God, that was so stressful. I wish it would just. I should have just requested the ILS, but I also didn't want it to be so boring to do an RNAV. I mean, if there's no stress and disaster, then is it really fun to watch? I don't know. Can't do an auto land every time. I'm not going to learn how to fly the plane if I'm doing an auto land. Oh, Raccoon's coming in the Antonov. We're going to stop and watch him land. I forgot to watch you guys last time. Soul says, was at 3,000 feet about to land. The sim crashed. No, dude. I'm sorry, man. That sucks. Now let's watch the Antonov land. Oh, Cyber's coming into the Honda Jet too, actually. Oh, Raven is down. Overtie is also down, except he's invisible right now for some reason. Oh, there he is. I can't tell what it was. Let me get over here. All right, we got Cyber coming into the Honda Jet. I forgot to watch you guys last time, so at least I'm remembering to watch a couple. I'm sorry, forgive me. Fighting the autopilot? Oh no. Cyber's gonna beat you anyway. Cyber's here in the Honda Jet. 400 feet. Man, it is scary landing these things. Honda Jet in sight. I'm gonna have to learn about RMP approaches and how to know if there's vertical guidance or how low you get the vertical guidance to. I mean, I have the minimums in there, of course. But I don't know if all RMP approaches have vertical guidance or not. I only really know about GPS. That was good. Too good. In the fast lane as well. I was like in the slow lane on that landing. Alright, the Antonov is still on the way. Let's continue our taxi. I'm just going to find a random gate here. Whoa. Go park next to you guys. Big Sierra's got the FDNY livery on, it looks like. That's Go park next to my ATC call sign Nemesis. Probably don't even need the APU, right? I don't know, I guess if I want to wait for the boarding, but I'm not going to wait for the entire deboarding to happen. Ravencraft is right here as well. One of the 3 escorts of the day. It's too bad. Yeah, I wasn't looking outside a ton after I saw you guys, but it seems like multiplayer kept turning off. I assume there's something with like GSX where you can like tell it which gate you're going to or whatever, so it'll line you up and everything. Or you'll have like a marshaller there. Is that their title? They probably need to be a little closer. So cheating with the external camera. I'm sure that's fine. Triple Jet Blues. Oh, wait, Air Asia? Oh, I thought you were in the... wait, is it showing the wrong livery? I thought you were in the Jet Blue, like, FDNY. There's, like, an FDNY livery. Oh, Jules on the way in as well. Wait, what's the E175? E-Jets? What is the E-Jets? I don't even know what that is. Flight Sim Studio. Didn't Flight Sim Studio make... What planes were we flying last week? Make the Traveler? E-Jets 170, 175. Oh, awesome. Okay. I didn't even know that existed. Learning so much today. It's an Embraer. Yeah, it's funny. The page calls it the E-Jets series. So it's like, it's an ERJ. Is it ERJ? CRJ? ERJ? Embraer? I think they're all different, right? All 3 of those are different things, I'm pretty sure. All right, Lake Pilot's coming in. Super Hornet. Should get over to the landing marker. Minus 83 feet per minute in Volanta. I don't even want to look at Volanta. Everybody doing better landings than me. Yeah, I think I got off the ground again, I think, because I didn't pull the throttle back. As if I was doing an auto land, but I wasn't. I guess I should probably turn the engines off.
Engine off, time log.
Parking brake is set. Nose lights off. Anti-ice was already off. APU bleed on. Stop the engines. Whoops. Seatbelt sign off. Beacon off. Avon logo or fuel pumps off. And I think crew supply oxygen off. TCAS to off. Beep, beep. Done. Come and get those suitcases, dudes. Man, that is so much work compared to GA. It's just...
Passengers deboarding started.
Deboarding has started. Oh, the Anatov is in sight. Oh, it's a big boy. Good luck, Raccoon. 173 feet per minute. Nice. Let's see. OnAir company says 563 feet per minute. I knew that was going to happen. At least I predicted my absolute failure. Did I say Anatov? Antonov. I keep saying Anatov by it's just stupid. 563. Oh, it's horrible. It's better than last night. Last night I did like 700 or something like that. It was not good. Let's see what I got. Yeah, 630 FPM according to Volanta. Even worse. No more gear. Feels bad. Yeah, I do need to watch out for the birds. I do need to do pattern work in the Airbus. Oh, whoops. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm on 2-2 right. There's no way he's that far off. You'll get better. Yeah, I hope so. Replay tool is good for practice. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Wait, because I can just reset it and then can I refly it? Like just reset my position with replay tool and just do the landing over and over and over again? Landing challenges are probably a good... I don't know. Do you guys think landing challenges are worth doing even though it's using the default A320? Or is it way better to use the Fenix? FSI panel. Check gear. Yeah, it just doesn't show the gear. Unfortunately, in the sim, unless until it touches the ground, basically. He is glitching. Look at this. This is what my brain activity looked like if it was represented by an Antonov on the way in on landing, glitching badly. This is what my brain was doing while landing the Airbus. How many landings is he going to get because of this? Oh, you haven't played in years? Yeah, it's just a weird thing with multiplayer where, like, you can't see the gear down until they touch the ground. It's kind of silly. Hopefully... Oh, there it is. Or until they're low enough. It's glitching badly, but it's down. Dude, that was way better than my landing. That thing is absolutely humongous. Glitching is hilarious, but that looks beautiful. Is that everybody? I think that's pretty much everybody. All right. We are still deboarding. Oh, what the heck? Wait, the jetway went away. Didn't the jetway connect? I think it's, wait, are my graphics settings set to turn stuff off when I move far away? No, I have terrain. Well, that's just terrain pre-caching. Yeah, it looks like it's when I... All right. That dude... Absolutely incredible. Even this older gentleman can levitate. Yeah, it's like glitched out because of me moving further away. I guess it like removed all the objects for GSX. And now that I moved back closer, they're all seen again. Well, at least we get to see some of the passengers this way. Yeah, there's a bunch of preset cameras too for the Fenix. I think there's one that overlooks from the top left like a drone camera. There we go. This one's pretty good for GSX operations. Approach didn't work. You had to hand fly it in. Show off. All right, this is all shut down. We're not gonna... Oh, what? We're already doing the deboarding. We're not gonna wait for 81 more people to leave. I'll save this all for myself. Be able to watch this for the next hour. All right, guys. It's gonna do it for me. It was almost 3 hours to do one flight, and I feel like I was stressed out about 80% of the time, maybe. So that's good. thanks for all the help in the chat, guys. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see if I stick with it. I'm slightly motivated to get better. But at the very least, we'll be doing GA stuff on Saturdays, and I'll probably just throw in a. Oh, I broke their spine. Yeah, now they fly. It's their only it's their only mode of transportation. Yeah, thanks for flying along. Good to hear you again on the comm, Sierra. I'm sure you guys all had better landings than me, so I got a lot of work to do to minimize the embarrassment. But yeah, it's pretty fun. It's a huge challenge after flying like just GA for the most part for so long. I have done some Airbus flights here and there, but oh, the big boy is in. Oh, I have to do this to see him. Traffic. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Actually, I think that gate is actually big enough for it, isn't it? Maybe it's a little bit too big. We're not colliding or anything, so that's good. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out tonight. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Thursday, we're going to do the normal marketplace stream. So I buy a few things from the marketplace since it updates on Thursdays. And we see what we get, just kind of a grab bag. And if nothing's new, then I usually buy something that's in the marketplace that I don't happen to own. And I try to learn it and see what I think about it. Definitely not going to be buying jets or airliners, though. All right, guys, thanks for all the help today during the flight. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in Discord. See you guys on Thursday stream, hopefully. And if not, maybe for a group flight on the weekend on Saturday. Have a good one. I'm going to have some late dinner and reflect on my mistakes. All right, guys. Have a great night. Thanks for hanging out. See you soon. See ya. Bye. Bye-bye. Good game.